sit here and listen to me talk. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. My grandson called, and he was opening the box of stuff I sent for the baby. And I forgot to mute myself, so Annie got to sit and listen to me while I was talking to them.
That's all right. I just went and watched the video while I was waiting. I will tell
Oh,
you
that's
that
okay.
it's not advancing in StreamYard again, so you might want to hit YouTube side.
Okay, I will go over there right now. Let's see.
Hey, Larry.
Want to say hello to Larry, to Harriet, to Sandra, to Mary, to Annie, of course. Is there anybody else here? I think that's all I see. But
Mary. So you got Mary, Harriet.
cool. All right.
Candice,
Well,
Larry.
let's get started. We might go a little bit a few minutes over so that we have the full hour and a half because I'm late. But so let me go ahead and share the screen. And that way. All right. Did anyone else come in? Not yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the game. And good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Hello, Sarah. How are you? All right, Sarah. Hello, Chris.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I knew there was somebody else I saw.
I thought there was, but I was on the other. I couldn't see when everyone was coming in, so I was
Sorry, Chris.
busy seeing the baby. And his hair is definitely curly. And
I
it's
was
not
just
as black as his
realizing
dad's hair.
today, her hair, the longer it
Huh?
gets, the Lorelai's, the longer her hair gets, the straighter it gets.
Mm. Now, the baby, she's like, my grandson's like, he's like he's got calyx all over his head. I said, that's called curly hair. I said, you'll get, see, Kendrick's hair, when he was born, it was straight. It was straight until he hit, well, how old was he? 16? When he hit 16, his hair curled. And now it's all curled.
See, that's what Lorelai's mama said about her hair.
Yeah.
She said her
But
hair
the
when she was
baby, his,
really straight.
yeah, the baby's hair is already curly. He was born curly.
Hello, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome in. Guess who I just got to see on the line on FaceTime? I got to see Damien and Kendrick and Max. I sent him a box of a whole bunch of receiving blankets and burp cloths and blankets and stuff. So I got to see them. And of course, Ashley is my daughter. If anybody doesn't know, hey Tank, welcome in. So yeah, he's so cute. He looks like Kendrick in the face. His eyes, they're the same shape. His face, everything. He's almost 7 pounds. So, and his due date is this coming week. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. So, and StreamYard, the chat is not advancing. So when I have to jump over there, Annie will let me know if anybody calls bingo or not. But Mary, tomorrow night the painting that I'm doing, is your painting that you won. So I got 2 numbers. I almost put myself up here twice again. I'm like, what am I doing? You guys don't need to see me twice.
Why not? Double fun. Bingo.
Who's got bingo? Oh, you do.
I do.
Is Carmen in here by any chance?
I haven't seen her yet.
Okay. Well, if she pops, says anything in the next couple of minutes, I'll give it. The next minute or two, I'll give it to her. Is there anybody else?
Okay. Jen Reeves.
Hello, Jen. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Oh, I have.
And my grandson loved. My grandson absolutely needed or loved the teddy bear that I made out of the bottom part of his pants that I made into long shorts because that's what he likes to wear. Cool.
Today, in 2012, my brother bought me a coffee pot. One of the last things he bought for me before he died. It died today.
Oh, wow.
I was very sad.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
He was like, you want to go get one? And I was like, I think I can live 2 days without a coffee pot. I said, I have a 1-cupper. You make 1 cup at a time that my sister gave me a while back. I hardly ever use. I was like, I said, I was just sad because he bought it for me.
Right.
I know that's weird. It's a coffee pot.
It's okay. I understand. All right. Let's go ahead and reset this and shuffle.
Oh, wow. I was the only one that won? Sorry, y'all. I should have waited.
Yep. That's okay. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if did I say hi to Jen? But hi, Jen, if I forgot.
Oh, there you go. I was watching the local news at 6 o'clock, and it's like, the meteorologist comes on to give the weather, and he goes, just telling y'all, if you're wheezing and sneezing, yep, it's your spring allergies. I was like, oh, yeah.
Wow. My spring allergies, my spring allergies is my summer allergies, my fall allergies, my winter allergies. They're just my allergies. I literally go through a box of tissues in about 4 days. A big box. Takes me about 4 days to go through it because I have 3 of them in strategic places around the house. I literally buy about 12 boxes
at a time. Yeah, that's the way I do it. And Bill, when he brought these out to me the other day, because he puts them on this freaking shelf, I'd have to climb a ladder to get up there and get them. And he was like, why don't you get them yourself? I said, put them on a lower shelf and I will.
Well, I have a box.
And he said, babe, he said, this is your last box. I was sitting here and I started blowing my nose today. And he goes, remember that's your last box? And I looked at him, I was like, I got toilet paper.
That's right. Well, I have a box. I have a box that sits on the kitchen table next to where I sit. And I have a box that's next to my chair in the living room. And then I have a box in my bedroom. And then I have a pocket right here that's always got tissues in it. Always. So that I have it with me. And I always put some in my back pocket when I leave the house. And I have some in my purse too. And in the car. Because I go through tissues so fast.
This morning when I picked the baby up, And he said, Mom. And I said, what? And he said, why is there a 2-gallon bucket back here with a grocery bag in it? I said, so I don't have to throw my dirty tissues on the floor.
Right.
And he's like, okay. I was like, I'm the one who has to clean this car.
Right. Is anyone getting close? I only have one number. Yeah, Tank. I actually. Oh, I. Wait a minute. That's wrong. I have a box of tissues in here too. I forgot. It's sitting behind me.
I asked Lorelai. I said, are your nose itching or anything?
Oh, we got a bingo on the board. We got Matio. Welcome in, Matio.
We forgot to draw.
And sorry, guys, that I was a few minutes late. So we are going to run a little bit later tonight, so that you guys don't lose the time. So we'll run about 8 or 9 minutes later.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, everybody.
Yes. Is there anybody else that has a
not that bingo? I see.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and reset the board and shuffle. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
And congratulations on that, Mateo.
Yes. Lorelai got a new pair of cowboy boots. She wanted to wear them today.
Awesome.
Now, when we got here this morning, it was in the 20s. And so everything was frozen solid. And about 10:30, I asked her, I said, hey, do you want to go hang outside for a while? I said, walk around in the yard or whatever. I said, not a whole lot, the swing was wet and everything. I said, we could put a towel over it. And she walked out there and she looked in the driveway and she looked at me and she goes, I'm not getting my new boots muddy. And turned around and walked back in the house. That's funny. You can wipe them off. She said, but they're brand new.
Yep.
I love that kid.
Yep. I was going to say, Ashley, are you still here? Can you say hello to the boys for me?
She said she has to wear them to school at least once, and then she'll wear them in the mud. I was like,
oh. She's got to show everybody how beautiful they are first.
They are a pretty pair of boots.
Yeah. I love cowboy boots. I just don't have any.
Carmen just came in. Hello, Carmen.
Oh, hello, Carmen. Welcome in.
You missed it, Carmen. We won.
But hopefully you'll get another one.
We're really close, so.
Yeah. So I still only have one number.
Decided he was going to cook dinner for me for Valentine's Day. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I said, what you going to make? And he looked and he goes, I know it's not fancy. He said, but hot dogs and sauce. And I was like, hey, I don't have to go in the kitchen. That's good enough for me. And he was in there and he came in behind me and he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm making your custard. So we had hot dogs and French fries and egg custard for dinner last night. I sent Renee for her and Johnny for dessert. And yeah, but remember the people I was telling you about, I consider my second set of parents. For our wedding, they bought me this beautiful, beautiful casserole dish with a lid. It was Anchor Hockey. It's a beautiful piece. And it's 6 quart, Connie. It's a 6 quart, Connie. I made this thing full of custard to the top. There's one tiny little wedge of custard left. He eat that much. I only eat one little tiny sliver of it. And I looked and I said, you're going to explode. And he goes, but it's so good. Bingo for Jen Reeves.
Awesome. Congratulations, Jen. Is there anyone else that has won? I almost won. Not that I would. I don't even know if I'm going to put my name on there anymore. Did you know I went back and looked? 2 months. I the first time I spun the wheel, it was me that was the winner. So I don't even know if I'm going to put myself on that wheel anymore.
Why not?
Because, huh?
Why not?
Because I just reset it and do it again. I'm not going to send myself something, but I do make myself stuff. So
I actually told Bill, I was like, I would really like to just get a random card and put my address on it and my return address on it and see if I get it or not.
you do, El. I do. I've done that before when I was younger. I need to have some input on something.
Okay.
Okay, so I won that yarn from this yarn from Lacy.
Audio's going.
That? Huh?
Your audio's going.
I know, because I walked away.
There you go.
Okay, so I won this yarn from Michi. I just got it like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It's loops and threads, and it's in. There's 3 of them, and so they're $2.79 a yard for each one. So that's going to be almost a little over 800 yards, and it's in this colorway. And I want to make something for myself, but I need ideas. And don't anyone say a shawl, because I won't use a shawl. I made myself one, and I don't use it. I'm gonna probably give it away.
What about like a lap blanket for your favorite chair?
I already have 2 of them on there. Actually, I have 3. I have 3 lap blankets on my chair. That's the problem with that. I already have
bed, full size. What size is your bed?
king size.
Oh, that's a lot. You ain't got enough yarn for that.
And this wouldn't go with the colors. I have a quilt that's blues and whites on my bed. So I just don't know what to make myself.
Says make yourself big. She wants to see. And why did that flag her comment?
I don't know, because
I was in other chats today, and YouTube was flagging people's comments, and I'm like, what did that? There's nothing. They didn't say anything to be flagged.
And see, and I'm not even seeing that for some reason.
Oh, I've seen it on the YouTube. I'm on the YouTube side. But,
so am I. I'm still not seeing it.
Oh, it's gone now. It came up.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
It was just there for a second, but I was just like, why did it flag that comment? I don't see any. Maybe, Jen, I don't know.
Yes, Tank, I'm going to go ahead and start it right now. Let me reset this board and shuffle. All right, good luck, everyone.
A t-shirt with vertical stripes.
What kind of shirt?
A t-shirt.
I could do that. I've seen oh, thank you, Tank. She okayed it. I didn't see it because I was in the bingo. I was on the bingo website to start it when it was flagged. But thank you. I don't know why it does that. Why? Because I'm not flagging it. But yeah, it's really pretty. It's pinks and light greens and dark greens and a little bit of bluish purple color. It's actually purple. And it's variegated and it's really, really pretty. But I don't wear hats. I don't use scarves very often. And I don't use shawls. That's why I've made myself cardigans, skirts, blankets, but I have plenty of blankets.
Jen wants you to show the yarn again.
Oh, okay.
And if you see I've muted myself, y'all, I'm blowing my nose and I don't want to be rude.
Okay, that's what it looks like. And it's loops and threads. It's super, super, super soft.
It really
And I
reminds
have,
that ice cream yarn. That's what it reminds me of.
yeah, and this is called, what is the name of it? It doesn't have a name. Are you kidding? It says Color 105LX. That's all it says.
Good luck,
But it's
everybody.
really,
I didn't say that.
yeah, good luck, everybody. It's really pretty, and I want to make myself something. But this year, in the last 12, no, 13 months, I've made myself
Jen
two
Reese was
cardigans.
using a curtain recently. I've been thinking about making some cafe curtains for my kitchen because I've only got just a tiny little window.
Yeah. Oh, is it Tank? It's like the Unforgettable. Okay. But it's so soft. But I
So
made those two. I made those two cardigans. I made. Oh, actually, I made myself a sweater too. I made the. I made two skirt. Well, one's a skirt and a cardigan, and one was a skirt cover and a cardigan. So, yeah. Oh, now that's an idea. Sundress, like a lacy one. Oh, you know what? I have a pattern. I wonder if it's enough. Let me look. This was a book that was given to me. I was showing you, ouch, Annie, these books. Let me see which book it was. That it had a really pretty dress in it. There's this dress. You guys see that? Can you see that at all? No, because I'm on the wrong side.
oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Um,
Bingo for
yeah,
Sandy.
Oh, okay. We got a bingo. Oh, go up there.
Anybody else got a bingo? Because we got a lot of numbers on that board. Bingo
Yep.
for K.
Okay.
Mateo, any bingos? Because I only need one number. Every time I get to one number, Mateo bingos.
Yeah.
And it's usually when I need 36 is when he bingos. That's why I was wondering.
So there's that dress. I just don't know if there's enough of it. Let me look. It is quite lacy, but let me see how much it says.
Well, you can always start the lace up higher because the lace is going to take less yarn. Yes, Janice.
Well,
Congratulations to the winners. I guess that's just our two bingos.
Yeah. Okay, let me look. Let's see. Oh, this isn't gonna. This is not enough for this at all. It's not even close.
Do you have any coordinating yarn that you could put with it?
No, nothing that looks like that, or would be the right texture at all. But I could just make it up, my own pattern, which I'm pretty good doing.
Just kind of use that as a loose guideline.
Mm-hmm. So I think that was the only skirt, or only dress. I've sewn myself sundresses without a pattern. Yeah, that was the only one.
Oh, hello, Jessica. And we already, the bingo, we've got somebody already bingo. We have two winners.
Yep.
So next game.
Yep, I'm going to reset right now. And I'll shuffle. All right. Good luck, everyone.
luck, everybody.
Oh. Yes, and congrats to the winners on that one. Hello, Jessica. My nose is itchy. Crunchy. So I think what I will do is I will draw out a pattern, and then I will sketch what I want it to look like, and then I will figure out if it's enough, and if not, I'll just, even if it doesn't go as low as it can be a long dress, a long shirt.
I was going to say, why don't you just like work up the top of the dress and then make like a shirt, and then just do the lace at the bottom of the shirt.
Right. Yeah, I could do that.
Or maybe use the lace on like cap sleeves and the edge of the shirt. That would look cute.
Yeah. Something, because I want to definitely make that for myself. And this is really small. I'm wondering, what does it say the weight of it is? It says medium, but what does that? And it's a hand wash, but it's acrylic. Because if it wasn't acrylic, I would have had to have her give it to someone else, like I did that other time when it was wool.
Hi again, Chris K.
Hello, Chris K. Welcome back.
Jen Reeves has bingo.
Awesome. And Jen, you don't have to write out the numbers if you don't want to. You don't need to.
Matio has bingo.
Awesome.
Tank has bingo.
Awesome.
Nope, Tank says not her.
Huh?
Tank said not her.
Oh, not me. Okay.
She didn't put. She usually puts bingo on the board or something like that. She just put bingo this time.
Okay. Congratulations to everybody. We will get started on the next game. Reset, and then I'll hit shuffle. Let's get started. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
But I will definitely show you guys what I end up making. I hope you guys have all had a nice Valentine's Day. My grandson laughed at me. He goes, Nana, what did you and Papa do for Valentine's Day? And I said, we spent the day together. And he goes, don't you spend every day together? I said, yep. I said, that's what we do. It's really weird when...
That's okay.
It's really weird when Ron has to like go somewhere. He goes to the men's breakfast and he's gone for like 3 hours, and then he goes to the Gideon's luncheon once, like every month and a half. Oh, welcome back, Sarah. And Sorry, Carmen. And he's gone for 4 or 5 hours. And then he's had a friend that's been having to have eye surgery. He's had to have 2 eye surgeries in the last month and a half. And so Ron and their other friend goes with him because once they have it, he can't drive. So they have to drive back, and they are gone literally all day long. They usually leave between 7 and 8 in the morning, and they don't get back until like 4 in the afternoon, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And that makes it for a long day for Ron because he's a nappy person. He has always, even when he worked, he took naps. As soon as he got home, he had to take a nap. Is anybody getting close? I know I need 3.
Bingo for Mary Spence. Webb. Mary Webb. No. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, Janice. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Janice.
Bingo for Carmen. Yes, we do have bingo. You left the numbers running. Or did we get bingo?
I did?
That? I don't know. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's
Wait
see.
a minute. What? No, I shut it off.
I don't know.
Yeah, I shut it off. So we've got Carmen and Annie.
And Mary Webb.
And Mary, yeah, I got Mary Webb too. Is there anyone else? Well, congratulations to the winners. My YouTube, okay, so the chat advances, the video doesn't. So I'm constantly up moving the little bar thing across so I can see it. So it's driving me crazy. But congratulations to everybody, and let's go ahead and get started on another game.
He can tell you how to do a split screen because he does it all the time. And I've yet to
I know. I know how to do it. I don't like it though. I can't stand doing it. Let me shuffle. And let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
I know a lot of times when I'm on a call, a video call, through my computer, as it's split screen. I am already up to season 19 on Grey's Anatomy. And they're doing season 23 right now. So 22 is the highest one I can watch because I'm not paying for a streaming service just to watch it. I'll wait till it's released to Netflix and watch the next season.
Watching a lot of National Geographic.
Well, Ron was like, well, what are you going to do after you're done with that? I said, well, I still have to. Bridgerton's new season released. I have to watch that. I got to finish watching Stranger Things. I always watch the British cook-off show or British baking show. They just put in a new season out, so I got that. So, yeah, I got lots of things to watch.
Yeah, and you want to start.
And I'm still waiting for.
I bet Ron would like Eureka too.
He might. It's hard to get him to. Well, we have Prime, but he doesn't usually use it though because it's through my website, my address, my stuff, and so he doesn't usually use it. I use it more than he does, but I get Prime free, so yeah, he can access it, but he doesn't use it.
I said, all you have to do is turn on the Roku and go to Prime, and you can watch anything. Well, it's too much work. I said, it's no work difference in changing the channel.
Exactly. I think I have Prime set up on the TV too, unless he took it off. Because I know we've watched stuff on the TV through Prime. I just think he forgets because we've got Netflix, we have YouTube, we have Paramount Plus, we have the Roku channel, we have all these different channels on the Roku that he can watch stuff.
I like my Roku. There's a lot of free, there's tons of free movies on there.
Oh, yeah. We used to have Sling, but I didn't want to pay the price for Sling to get certain things when I was getting so much without paying for it, so we took it off.
Yeah, I dropped a lot of money for that. I was just like, if I can get this for free, I'm good. Bingo.
Oh, we got a bingo. For Sandra.
Anybody else got a bingo?
Anybody else?
On the board.
The darn thing is not advancing for me. This is driving me crazy.
I have to be on.
When I watch a live, yeah, when I'm watching a live, it advances just fine. But when it's mine, it doesn't. I have to advance it. So if there's nobody else,
I've had a lot of people tell me to watch Jack Reacher, Larry, but I've never gotten around to it. Probably should.
I haven't either.
Bill would like it. That's kind of a show that Bill would enjoy. If you can get him to sit still long enough to watch something.
Well, we watch, so every day we watch, Let's Make a Deal. We watch Judge Judy. We watch a news station. It's not a news outlet. It's a story. They do stories that's in the news. And then we usually flip it over to Everybody Loves Raymond, which is not my favorite.
I love that show. I think it's hilarious.
It's okay. But you know what one I like is another one that I like better that was John Belushi's brother that did it. Huh?
Jim Belushi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that show called? We used to watch it all the time. I can't remember the name of it.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can't remember it. Oh. Yeah, according to Jim. That's it.
What?
According to Jim.
Yes, according to Jim. I love that show. Let me show you this. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everybody. Do you guys know Jim Belushi he doesn't act anymore. He is now a marijuana grower up in Oregon.
Hey,
he has thousands and thousands of acres of marijuana that he grows and sells to
dispensaries, probably.
Dispensaries, yeah. He's been doing that for almost 10 years or more.
Here's the hilarity of that. Our cannabis dispensary sits right next to the state police barracks. Like literally next to each other.
Oh, we don't have any in Kansas. They're in Colorado. They're in Oklahoma. They're in Missouri. I don't know about Nebraska, but there's none in
We are legalized for medical
Texas.
marijuana, but not just marijuana. It's coming, but it's not here yet.
Oh, awesome, Sarah. She said that his picture's up in the dispensary that she goes to, so he supplies
Oh,
them.
I have a lot of friends. Remember, I was telling you about where they won't dispense pain medication in West Virginia. It's like pulling teeth to get on pain meds. And a lot of people are using medical marijuana for pain.
Now, Utah, you can't. They don't have regular dispensaries, but they do have medical marijuana. You have to go to a certain place, and you have to have a prescription to get it.
Yep, same as here.
Yeah, Larry, I believe that. Because my son-in-law, his doctor told him he wanted him to be getting marijuana and for pain, but he couldn't get it in Utah, so he had to literally go. He had to go into Colorado to get it. But now he just gives him a prescription, and he can get it for much cheaper than where he was getting it from. In fact, Kansas State Police got in a lot of trouble many years ago because they would sit on the highway on I-74 and wait for the people to come across from Colorado and then pull them over, and they would get in trouble for having the marijuana with them. They got in a lot of trouble because they were
targeting them.
zeroing in. They were what?
Targeting.
They were targeting them. They would watch them, and they would record when they would go to Colorado, and then when they'd see them come back, they knew what they were buying. And yeah, they got in a lot of trouble. Yeah, Larry, that's the same thing in Utah. It's a dispensary, but it's not for public. You have to have a prescription. Yeah, Sarah, I understand that. I mean, it could help you if you're especially in a lot of pain. I just I haven't had any marijuana in my system since I was a teenager. So, boy, this card is getting really full. Is nobody got a bingo yet?
Night, Jessica. Sleep well, hon.
Good night, Jessica. Wow.
Tank, is that for you? Because I didn't see a bingo for. Oh, there. Matio has a bingo. I didn't see anybody else.
Chris K said, "Oh wait, no, hold on. No. I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay.
No, it is for Tank. Tank has a bingo, and Mary Webb has a dingo. Mary, you've got a dingo.
So we got Tank, and we got Mary, and we got Mateo. Was there anybody else?
Chris K.
Okay, I got it. Why? Oh my gosh, Connie. I'm going to confuse myself. I wrote her name down twice. Okay.
He used to live on a 70-acre tobacco farm.
Yeah. I'm going to reset this and hit shuffle. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody. Yeah, before the big companies come in and bought up all the tobacco lots, and that's what they, you wouldn't have an acre of tobacco. You have an acre lot of tobacco. Lot is always in there. And you had to pay so much per permit for each acre of tobacco you grew. And now I bet
Yeah.
it's like they've let the farmland go or sold it and let people build houses on it because what are you going to do with it? And now I bet they're kicking themselves wishing they'd held on to it because they do allow it to be grown here if you get your license.
Right.
What you need, Anthony? I guess he was just passing through the way.
Oh, okay.
Bill, he was Bill. He was told Billy said nap time, and Bill's like, "Well, take a nap if you want a nap." And he was getting ready to lay on the couch, and he's like, "Kiss, kiss." Bill's like, "Okay." He said, "I guess I got a kiss." What used to tickle us when and it's not funny, but it is funny. When he was little, we had to teach him about pain because he didn't feel pain at the beginning, and we literally would have to like rub a bag of rice in an organza bag on his skin, and then we would say hurts, and we take a piece of silk and rub it over his skin, and it's like nice, feels good, doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
We teach him that, and to feel the pain because he scalded himself really bad in the bathtub. And I was like freaking. He just stuck his arm under there, just like he was like 3 years old. Stuck his arm under the hot water and pulled it back. Nothing, not a tear, not a whimper, nothing. And I was just like, "Nope, you're going to the doctor. I'm fine." And they were like, "Yeah, some of them do not feel pain." But when he would like
Yeah.
run through the house, and he had such a bad habit of this, he would run down the hallway and run into the edge of the wall between the two rooms. Hit it head on every time. He'd just back up and he'd go, cry, 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 cry. And I would know that he hurt himself. That is the only
Oh,
way he would cry. He never sheds a tear.
wow. Wow, Tank. Yeah, that's the same with Utah. It's a felony.
Yeah, that's the way it used to be here, Tank.
Well, that's the same thing with my son-in-law. He had a script, but he had to go across state lines to get it filled. But usually they didn't accept it because he was from another state, so he would just have to buy it, which was super expensive without a script. Now he can go to the dispensaries in Utah and get it. Oh, I got a bingo, but I'm going to let it keep going because I'm not going to put my name on there anymore because I don't want to win. I mean, I don't want to win the wheel. So, but we will let it keep going.
Lorelai decided that I needed to get a frame for this little picture.
Oh, did she?
She said it would be too flat to the wall compared to the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because I showed her where
If I
I
had
was going
thought
to
of
hang
that,
it.
I should have put it on. I have that same size in a stretched canvas. I didn't even think about that.
Well, I actually can I glue that to another stretch canvas? I have stretch canvases that size.
Of course you can.
Huh? Maybe I'll just do that.
I would use
E6000.
E6000, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we got a bingo on the board.
And yes, it's Tanks. Thank you, Tank. Mateo also has a bingo.
Yes.
Hey, Lacy, welcome in.
Welcome in, Lacy. Awesome. Congrats, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started on the next game. And I'll shuffle. All right, let's get started. Good luck, everyone. Yes, congrats to all the winners on that last game.
I wonder if I can probably can't find that same car.
What?
I'm wondering if I can get the same color coffee pot because he bought me that coffee pot because it matched my microwave. Because everything in my kitchen is silver except for my microwave and it's red. Because that's what was cheapest when we went to buy a microwave. And I wonder if I could find that coffee pot, that same color.
What kind of coffee pot was it?
Mr. Coffee. It lasted for 14 years. Of course, it was a Mr. Coffee.
I don't know.
The ones that you buy today won't last that long.
No.
It's like every year things they last just a little less long, and you have to go buy a new one sooner every time thing.
Yeah.
When we got married, there was a washer in the house that belonged to his aunt that was 15 years old. We used it for 10 years. It was still going strong when we moved, but Bill said he wanted to buy me a new washer and dryer for here. And then we got the washer and dryer for here, and they didn't last but 4 years, and we had to replace them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not buy LG ever again.
Yeah. Tank said her last Mr. Coffee died in a year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they don't make anything. We have turned into such a, and I'm not meaning to get political, we are a disposable society. Everything can be thrown away. And it's a shame.
Yeah. Let's see. We got our first Keurig. When was it? 11 years ago. It died 5 years ago. No. Yes, it died 5 years ago. And then we got another one. And it didn't die. We still have it, but we're not using it because our daughter got us a Ninja last year and a half ago. We like it better. And it doesn't have as many issues as a Keurig.
Sis has one, and she loves hers. And
I love my Ninja.
I get something like that. I don't know. Bingo for Tank.
Awesome, Tank.
Bingo for Janice. Let's see if anybody else. Janice.
Oh, okay. We got Janice. We got Tank. I don't drink alcohol.
No matter what time of year you drink it, we call that a Christmas coffee.
Yes, Tank, you sure do. I don't drink alcohol, but the Ninja will do a pot, from 1 cup all the way up to the highest. We can do cups, and we don't have to have a little pod to do just single cups. We can do iced coffee. We can do a large cup, a small cup, and we can do iced coffee.
That's why because she loves iced coffee. I want my coffees cold and hot to where it burns my tongue.
I like hot coffee, and I like iced coffee, but I haven't been drinking coffee again because it started to upset my stomach. So, but if I drink iced coffee, it doesn't upset my stomach. I think it's because of all
it's watered down.
It's watered down, and yeah, Tank, I love my Ninja.
Because, and I miss the days, and I'm not ashamed to say it, when I could go to the dollar store and spend $10 for a coffee pot and have it last me for 5 or 6 years for $10.
Yeah,
they don't
I'm going to shuffle real quick.
The dollar store anymore.
Yeah. Let's get started. Good luck, everyone. You know what I want to buy, and I'm probably going to, is a percolator. Because a percolator, no matter if you have no electricity, you can still make yourself a cup of coffee.
I have one of those. I call it my camp pot. I can put it on top of the wood burner and have I have a pot of coffee in like 20
Right.
minutes.
Used to have one for that, and I don't have one now. Or if I do, I don't know where it's at.
I
I
had to look
I don't.
high and low to find that
You
thing.
know, the percolator is is this coffee pot that I was reaching for the day I caught on fire. I still remember.
I can. I said, who did I buy that?
Yeah, Larry, I like
I bought that
uh
in 90, the fall of 93, and was really glad I did because that's when we had that blizzard and we didn't have electricity for like a month.
yeah.
But I didn't have to worry about
Um
coffee.
Larry, I like mocha lattes too, and Tank, I have a French press as well. I've only
I
used it
do have
once.
my
I have
son
it.
bought me a French press.
I do have one. I've only used it once, but I do have one.
I've used mine several times. I keep forgetting I have it because
I've
he,
also
he got it for me like
I've
2 years
also
ago.
yeah, I've also done pour over too.
Yep. My dad had a pour over pot and he swore for years that was the only way he'd drink his coffee is through that pour over.
Yeah, it's really good when you do it. I just don't have. I want it
Don't have
now,
patience.
type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait
That's
for it.
me. I don't want to be standing in there over my coffee. I just want to go in there and pour it in a cup.
And for a long time, I had an electric percolator. For
That's
years, I had
what
an
I grew
electric
up
one.
with. It was what was the brand name? It's green and it had flowers on it. It was
Oh,
like
mine was the
avocado
silver.
green. Uh, was that an early Mr. Coffee?
I don't know.
I remember I hated that pot. Hated that thing. Ugliest daggone thing you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, Chris.
Exactly,
You
Chris.
got it
That's
like
how
that?
I do it. I do the same thing. I do a funnel filter, and then I do the pour over when I do it. I don't do it very often because I don't want to wait. Yes, Tank and Norel. That's what it was. That's what mine was too.
Okay. Yeah, my mom, that was her favorite coffee pot. She was so sad because you couldn't get them after that. Because she bought that back in the early 70s.
Well, I bought one of those 12 years ago. Or no, 8 years ago I had one. Electric.
Bingo for
Oh, we
Mary.
got a bingo for Mary. Do we have anyone else? Oh, she has a Corning. Mine could have been a Corning. I don't
I can't
remember. It's been
remember
a
the name of it. I
while.
just remember it was ugly, ugly green. It matched
Oh,
the
Jen's got a.
refrigerator.
Jen has a bingo,
And Lacy has a
and
bingo.
Lacy has a bingo.
Oh, in case y'all couldn't tell, I am not a fan of green.
She said, Tank says they're coming in white and blue.
No,
All
it's
right, if
white
there's
before.
nobody else, I will go ahead and reset this. Congratulations to all of the winners, and we will shuffle. And we'll start the game. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. So I finished that Big Jim Butcher book. I am now rereading it because I know there's parts in there. You ever read a book and really like it and then go back and reread it and discover paragraphs that you missed in the first book?
Yes.
And it's like, oh, well, that make way more sense. So I'm going back and reading it again because I flew through it. But he said this was going to be the last book. He left an awful lot of unanswered questions for this to be the last book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tank, I have a whole set of Corningware for Claire, and I have one
So
set
do I.
It's just...
You can still buy percolators. I'm looking at them. Tupperware,
Like
West
that one.
End.
I'll have to look them up. It's just Bill prefers the drip, and I don't know why, since he doesn't drink coffee, and it makes absolutely no difference to him. And I think those percolators take up a lot less space.
Yeah.
And I don't have a whole lot of counter space, so to me that would be beneficial.
Yeah, I have Corel plates and bowls. My cookware is stainless steel and cast iron.
Well, I have cast iron and nonstick, but the cookware is it's the glass pieces. The only piece I do not have is the square. Remember the square skillet?
Yeah.
I don't have that. I would love to find a square skillet. Other than that, they're kind of in the cabinet, not being used because nonstick cookware came around and it was just a lot more convenient. And I've never.
I don't do nonstick. I don't do nonstick because I can't stand the fact that if you use something that is not wood or plastic or whatever, it chips it off and it goes into your food. My husband will not.
I don't have very many metal implements because the metal ones will even scratch your glass dishes.
Well, I don't use glass dishes other than my bakingware, but I don't use anything metal in it. But Ron will not use metal in nonstick, so I just don't have it. I don't have any
nonstick. Don't anymore
because
you got slapped in the back of the head enough times to learn not to do that.
Well, I'm not going to hit Ron.
Oh, I smacked him in the head. I said, "Look," I said, "You expect me to take care of your tools? Take care of mine."
Yeah, no, that was never going to happen. So I just stopped having the nonstick. I have stainless steel and I have cast iron.
Well, I will say I do have 2 stainless steel pots that I absolutely love. And
I love my stainless
really super thick bottom on them, like a thick metal pad, and then the pot.
Yeah, they're really heavy.
If you're making candy or something, it's just so, it gives you that nice even heat through the whole thing, and they do not warp. But I have been able to find another set of them.
Yeah, my stainless steel is really thick, and it doesn't warp. It's a really good set. I don't wash it in the dishwasher. Oh, we got a bingo.
We got Chris K and Janice. That's the only ones I see so far. Oh, cool, Tank. Yeah, I do like. He's inundated me with cookware, though. I don't have enough cabinet space. They're stacked in corners. And I told him I'm selling sell this year.
Now I have a round cast iron skillet.
Yes.
A flat skillet. And then I have frying pans. I have 4 of them. All different sizes.
I've got 2 enamel cast iron Dutch ovens, and then I have a regular cast iron Dutch oven that's for use on the wood burner. And 6 skillet. I love my cast iron. And my cast iron doesn't stick either, Tank.
Now I have a Dutch oven enamel cast iron, and I have 4 regular cast irons that have legs on them that I use outside on the cooker, or I use charcoal, or on an open fire, whatever.
Yeah, I heard about that place, Larry. Actually, one of the girls I went to school with moved to Louisiana, and she was real quick to tell me about that store because she knows how much I love.
Yeah, Tank, I have
using the cast iron as much just lit because of the weight.
Oh, see, I don't. Yeah, the weight doesn't bother me. My Dutch ovens are they're all 4 12-inch, 2 deep and 2 shallow. Yeah, these look like the primitive ones.
That's the ones with the black lid, right?
Yes, it has a black. They're all black. It has a lid. It has a handle. They're on legs. Yes, and they're lodge.
Yep.
Yeah, lodge is, yeah, it's in Tennessee. Mine are all lodge. My
All of mine are
sister,
lodge.
my sister is a Dutch oven queen. She's done recipe books, Dutch oven recipe books, where she works, and she's still working part time. She's almost 70. No, she'll be 70 in May. And she does, they send her all over the world to do presentations. She does them at her work once a month. So she is a Dutch oven queen.
I like my
But
black
yeah.
one, which I guess is what you all are calling the primitive ones. It's just like
Yes.
one my grandma had. And when we were kids, Grandma would throw a roast in that when we were doing yard work. Because we always had a fire pit going to burn like twigs and branches, that's all over the yard after a storm. And she would stack them up, and she would burn those while we were outside working. And she'd bury that in the hot coals. It'd starve you to death smelling that roast cooking all day.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to shuffle this. Let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, so my sister's really big. My 4 that I have are old. I don't know how old they are. My sister gave them to me, all 4 of them. She's got some really old ones. She works at, it's called an Army Navy store in Utah. And they sell all lodge stuff. And she can get a hold of some really antique ones. They have little tags on them. I'd have to look at the tags. The little metal tags on them. It says when they were made or on the bottom of them. But they're really cool.
I have my grandma's.
I love to make
3 of her cast iron skillets. One's a tortilla skillet. One's a teeny tiny frying pan that she used for cornbread when she got older.
Yeah, I have a little one. It's about this big around.
And then like a 12-inch cast iron skillet that belonged to her that she used to make family style cornbread.
I have my frying pans is one's a little one, like you were saying, and then I have an 8-inch, a 10-inch, and I think it's a 12-inch frying pan, and then I have the flat one, and then I have my 4 Dutch ovens.
Well, the ones that was,
and I have my enamel Dutch oven.
So that would be, well, I'll be 61 this year, and Mom died in 96, so I got them in 96. And then my grandma's mother had them, and I don't know how long she had them before my grandma got them. Yeah. That is what I'd like to find me tanking. I hit the thrift stores all the time, and that is one of the things I'm always looking for. Don't want a new one.
I will tell you,
the old ones.
There is in Iowa, near my brother and sister-in-law's house. They live in Anamosa. There's somewhere close to them. There is a thrift store that has 5 walls of cast iron and a whole room of cast iron stuff that they sell. And it's like, oh, I want this and I want this and I want this, but I can't afford it.
That is a yarn store for me. You get me in a cookery store? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I would love to have the corn on the cob one. I don't have
Bill's
one.
Mom
I would love
had
to have one
of those. But she'd probably give it to me if I asked for it, but I'm not going to ask.
Right. And that cast iron waffle maker would be awesome, except for I don't eat waffles, but it sounds like it would be awesome. Thing is my mother, the flat one, the cast iron, the flat one, that was my mother's. And, we got a bingo.
Oh, we do have a bingo. And Lacy has a bingo.
Annie,
Carmen has bingo.
And Lacy and Carmen, and who else? Is there anyone else?
Doesn't say yet. Tank.
See, my mom always made
it because they weren't seasoned correctly. Because my grandma had
Yeah.
one and hers never stuck.
Yeah. And if something gets stuck on it, I usually boil water on it, and then I use sea salt and scrub it. And if that doesn't work, I soak it in vinegar water overnight, and usually that will take everything off. If not, I do it a second time, and then you scrub it with salt. I don't put soap on my cast iron. I know you can. I don't. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I have that skillet, this cast iron, that my mother always used for pancakes. Ron won't use it. He has his
Well,
own way of
I
making
could like
pancakes, and it's not.
strangle my brothers because Dad and Mom had it was a cast iron waffle maker, but it's the one you like set on a wood stove, the old time, it like latched together and it had two handles on it. They threw it away because they thought it was broke. It didn't have no electric mechanisms attached to it. It's like idiots.
Yeah, I understand. All right, let's get started on this next one. Congratulations to all the winners. I'm going to shuffle.
Come on.
All right, let's get started. Good luck, everybody. And if you weren't here earlier, I was late get started because I was on the phone. So we're gonna go until 9, probably 9:40 tonight, or my time 9:40. 10:40 at Annie's time, 8:40 Mountain Time, 7:40 Pacific Time. So.
If I had my druthers tank in my hands, because my wrist with the carpal tunnel has gotten so weak over the years, I would go all cast iron. It's better for you because you actually get iron in the food as you're cooking it. So I mean, they scientifically know that it's good.
Right.
Yep, exactly, Chris. There, he's got it.
Exactly. That's exactly how you do it, Chris.
Put cold water on hot cast iron, or you won't have hot cast iron anymore. You'll have a couple pieces.
Yeah, I always use hot water, and then you boil it, and then I scrape off anything with a wooden spoon, and then I scrub it with a scrub daddy, and if then that doesn't take it off, then I put some salt on there and scrub it, and it always takes it off. And then I heat it back up and put the oil on it. And I will tell you, apple cider vinegar, if something is really stuck and you can't get it off, put water and apple cider vinegar in it in your Dutch oven and boil it. And that will usually take anything left over off. Sometimes you don't even have to scrub it.
It makes your whole house smell like pickle.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the smell of vinegar. There's a lot of people who do. It doesn't always be. That's a great pickle.
Yes, Crisco will work too. So will lard.
Lard
that will work because that's what they used to use. And if you can put it in the oven on low for several hours, and that will do it too. And I only do that if it starts to get like really rusty or anything. Then I will clean it and do that. But I don't usually have to do that very often.
I use mine too often for them to get rusted.
Yeah, Tank, that works as well.
Tank, one of the biggest fights me and Bill ever had. Now, Bill's always done the dishes in our marriage. It was in our wedding vows that I would never have to wash dishes or take out the trash. And in 36 years, with the exception of when he broke his foot, I've never had to do it. But
yeah,
he put my cast iron skillet in the dishwasher.
Ah!
I was not happy.
Oh my gosh, that is a no-no.
Ruined it.
Ron will put my cast iron. He's cleaning up from dinner. He'll put it in the sink with a bunch of water in it, and he's getting water all over.
Bingo for Carmen.
Awesome. I said, stop doing that. You can put water in it and put it on the stove, but don't let it sit in the sink. You don't do that. Water is oh, I reset that darn thing. Oh well, let's see. Who all we got? Carmen and Annie.
Okay.
Was there anyone else? And
Chris
Tank? K. Oh, Chris K. Is there anyone else?
Yeah, it's a weird thing to say in a marriage that the most fights you've had has been over cookware.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, Chris. All right. Let's get started on the next game. I'll shuffle. And congratulations to all of the winners. And let's get started. Good luck.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Lorelai see me because I don't eat spaghetti off a plate. I eat spaghetti out of a bowl. And it's one of the few things that I eat with a fork. I generally do not eat with a fork. I eat with a spoon. And she was looking, why are you putting that in the bowl? And I said, because I hate chasing it around the plate while I'm trying to eat. And she goes, oh. She said, that's a good idea. She said, put mine in the bowl too. Good night, Mary. Good night, Larry.
Good night, Mary. Good night, Larry.
Have a great week and the rest of the weekend.
Hope to see you tomorrow night, especially Mary, because I'm going to be painting your painting on my video. Of course, I have it sitting right here, but I'm not going to show it to you.
Bill looks at me and he was like, are you seriously going to eat with a spoon in a restaurant? And I'm like, yeah. I have slapped myself in the roof of the mouth so many times with forks.
See, and I don't. I use a fork. I only use a spoon.
He even uses a fork to eat ice cream. Who does that?
Not me. I use a spoon.
If he eats cold cereal, he eats it with a fork. Because he doesn't like milk. So he uses the fork to drain the milk off the cereal.
Then why use milk if you don't like it?
Because then the cereal's too dry. Because he'll sit there and look at me. I will pour a bowl of cereal. I have been known to do this, y'all. I do love me some Fruit Loops. And I'll pour them in a bowl.
I love Fruit Loops.
Smack on them. Like you would.
Yeah, I love Fruit Loops, but I don't eat them very often, but I do love them.
No, I maybe once a year I'll get them. If that. Sometimes a couple of years. But
I haven't had any.
How can you eat dry cereal?
Yeah, I haven't had any Fruit Loops in over a year. I don't even have any cold cereal in my house. Ron doesn't eat it, and I don't need it.
I used to keep shredded wheat in the house because that was Anthony's favorite cereal, and he just stopped eating cereal.
Right.
I had a box in there, and I threw it away, and Bill said, that's a full box. I said, it expired 2 years ago, Bill. He's not eating it. I said, so, no. Bingo for Lacy. Wow, good
awesome, going. Lacy.
Same, Jen. If I know I'm going to have to go and sit somewhere, I will take me a little Ziploc bag of dry cereal to snack on. I would with potato chips, but I got to watch my salt, and it's one of the few sweet things that I like to eat.
Is there anybody else?
Nope, I don't see anybody else.
Okay, I'll go ahead and reset, and we'll get started.
See, I like it.
Sorry, Annie, I do that right over your voice, and I'm sorry.
I like the granola tank, but the trail mix has always got them daggone pita chips in there that's like trying to chew on a shoe.
Yeah.
Not pleasant.
I can't do granola. I like granola. I can't chew nuts, but I'll buy nuts and I put them in my food processor, and then I have the nut powder that I can put on anything I want nuts.
My
Because I
best
love
friend,
nuts.
his mom, used to make us, like, if we went to like the amusement park, she, instead of buying food there because it was so freaking expensive, she would make sandwiches and stuff and granola,
Hmm.
and we'd all get a bag of granola to put in our pocket to snack on through the day. And then
Hmm.
we would go out to the parking lot and sit in their station wagon and have lunch. And then we have money for like drinks and stuff, but this $8 for a hamburger is ridiculous. I mean, and I'm talking back in the '80s. It was ridiculous prices for the '80s. Nowadays, it's pretty common. But that was the best stuff.
Hmm.
And I hadn't even thought about it for years. And I found him on Facebook, and I sent him a message, and we was chit chatting back and forth, and was talking about his sister. Me and his sister was real close, but she moved to California. I hadn't had any contact with her since we graduated. His wife got mad, and he goes, "She doesn't want us talking." I said, "That's cool. She don't know me." And Bill looked and he goes, "Oh, you're not mad?" And I was like, "His wife, his marriage, his choice." I said, "If she don't want him talking to another woman, I won't talk to him." But I think that's kind of sad.
Right. Yeah.
Me and him got in a lot of trouble when we was in high school,
Oh.
but we never got caught. His dad was a deacon at not the church that I went to, but they went to a different church. And Robbie, in his wisdom, he was just like, "I want some weed." He said, "But I'm tired of paying street prices. I'm going to grow my own." He planted weed all the way around his father's barn, like close to the barn. And they would send helicopters over so often, checking the tobacco fields and stuff for people growing marijuana illegally. They busted his dad. He got in so much trouble. He was looking at the guy. He's like, "This
Oh
is not
my.
my dad's fault. I did this." He doesn't even know what it is.
I grew marijuana when I was a teenager. Me and my dad did, and we never got caught. And we just we didn't sell it, of course. Didn't give it to anybody else. We just smoked it.
I told him, I said, "Why didn't you?" Tons of woods, tons of woods. He could have planted it in. I said, "You never planted
Hmm.
close to your parents' house." Yeah, his dad ended up getting fined big time because he owned the property. Bingo for Jen Reeves.
Awesome.
But yeah, I miss him. He was a lot of fun.
Was there anybody else other than just
No,
Jen?
don't see anybody else so far. Bingo for Lacy.
Okay, got Lacy.
Bingo for Janice.
Okay, got Janice.
Anybody else? Lots of numbers up there.
Mm-hmm. I think that might be it. Good.
Yep, I think so.
Congratulations to everybody. We'll go ahead and play one or two more games. Just because I came late, so I want to give you guys time. Let me reset this board. Shuffle, shuffle. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody, and congrats to the winners.
Yes, congrats to the winners.
If you look back at the stuff you did as a teenager, you say, "Why
I'm
was
surprised I'm alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, no, that's definitely the things that me and my brothers used to get up to. We're lucky we're alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a church on our street. Bear with me. We were kids. We wanted to, and it had a flat roof. It had the flat roof, and then you went up, and it had the steeple.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know if it was a steeple. It was where the bell was. We would ring. They would ring the bell on Sundays.
That is not called a steeple. It is called, oh
Was
gosh,
it
what
a
is it
bell
called?
tower?
Yes, a bell tower.
Uh, but we climbed up the back of the church and got on the flat part of the roof, and we was looking down it, and we was all like, "Man, I bet you could really build up some speed on your bike." So we took boards and nailed them together, in our infinite wisdom as kids, and drug them up on the roof, and then slid them down, and then one by one we got ropes, and we brought our bikes up, not realizing we was tearing the roof up. We're kids. So
Mm-hmm.
we're riding around, and you get to speed, and then you hit the board, and then you're flying across the parking lot, across our road, across another parking lot, and then onto the highway. If you stop
You're
before you
lucky.
got, but if you got to the stop before you got to the other side of the highway, we were the word that kids used to use for coward.
Oh, yeah.
And we would get down through there, and now I'm sitting there going like, we are so lucky we didn't get hit by a car,
Right.
because we were going across the street and a highway, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how kids are stupid. And I sit there
Mm-hmm.
watching my kid. So happy my son was nowhere near as stupid as I was as a kid.
Oh, well, we were. I was. I remember my brother, we were all in a place where we all shouldn't have been. And we went over this wall, and my brother came down on glass with his foot, and a brick fell onto his foot, and the glass was underneath it. Oh my gosh, he cut his foot up
Oh,
really bad.
wow. That I hurt for him now because that just sounds painful.
And I stepped on glass when I was a kid, doing something I shouldn't have been doing, cut my foot up, and then of course I got caught on fire. And my sister, in her infinite wisdom, okay, a can of paint. You shake it, there's a marble in it, right?
Yep.
Well, this can, they had got a can. They found a can of paint. And my sister sprayed out all the paint as she thought. And it was black. And she was going to crack open that can to get that marble. She wanted that marble. Okay? So all the kids in the neighborhood were all circled around. My brother, who was just 3 years younger than her, he was afraid it was going to squirt paint, right? So he moved way out away from everybody, right, to watch. She hit that can, and the paint went straight to my brother and hit him in the face.
Bingo for
He had
Jaxyn.
black. Oh, we got back bingo. He got black paint all over his face. He was the
Bingo
one
for
that was
Sandra.
the awesome. We got Janice and we got Sandra. So my brother looked black, real
Well,
black
my
in the
little
face.
brother, the one I talk about all the time, well, the only brother I got left, uh, he decided he was going to be all macho, and he got Dad's staple gun, and he's like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
watch this. I'm gonna drive this staple in this cinder block." Held it out, shot it into the cinder block. It hit the cinder block, ricocheted. He still has a piece of that staple in his skull, right next to his
Oh, I
eye.
bet. I
Yeah,
bet.
I
All
mean,
right, I'm
it
gonna
hit with the millimeters.
yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this. This is the last game. Congrats to all the winners from the last game. Let's get started. Good luck, everyone.
Congrats, Janice. Congrats, Sandra, and good luck.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, all this stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like that. They would like throw cinder blocks on firecrackers
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. I mean, they did crazy stuff. Yay! Got a bullet, one of the shell, dad's shotgun, or not a bullet, a shotgun shell. Put it between two cinder blocks and was hitting it with a hammer because they wanted to
Oh,
see what
ew.
the up. Yeah, they were stupid. Like I said, we're lucky to be alive. I was
Mm-hmm.
standing way, way behind them on this. I was like, nope, I don't want no part of that. And to beat it all, two of my brothers were older than I was, and older than my little brother, and they were the one up to, but he had to be part of it.
Right. Yeah. Stupid things. I remember when I was in high school, some kids were walking around school lighting firecrackers and throwing them at people. And one of them hit my friend's pinky, blew his pinky off.
Yay. Yep. Yep. I had a cousin who lost a finger to that.
And there was a lot of people, oh, firecracker can't do that. Oh, yes, it can. I watched it happen.
When we were kids, we were out playing, and storm come up. And Grandma come out and yelled at all of us, told us to get on the porch, get out of the yard, or come in the house. And Buddy didn't come in. Buddy got struck by lightning. He lived. When we were like,
wow,
preteens, that's when we were real little. When we were preteens, he was riding a cart. He built a cart, and he was riding it, and he got down. He was going down a hill, which we thought none of us would get down the hill because it was so steep. But as he was going down the hill, he hit a rock, and he swerved, and on this cart, it was flat, and you just laid down on it on your back with your arms and feet out, to your body.
Right.
He went underneath the car. Underneath the car was hot. The car had just been parked. Burned him really super bad. About 3 years after that, he was climbing a tree, got struck by lightning again. He lived. And then in 2014, he was at work cleaning a bar after hours, and somebody came in and shot him and killed him for his laptop. He was the unluckiest person I believe I've ever known.
Oh, wow. That's too bad.
I was sitting there going like, well, I mean, it was amazing that he got struck by lightning that many times and lived.
Right.
And plus getting burned, it burned. He had scars on his body until, when he died, they were really super deep scars. Because not only did it burn him, it like dug into his skin as he was going under it. We got in trouble for that because we should have known better. It was like, we all told him not to do it. He did it anyway.
Yeah.
That was our closest cousins. When their mom and dad divorced, they stayed friends. My aunt, my uncle is the one I was related to by blood, his wife, his first wife. When he died, they had been divorced for 26 years. She paid for every bit of his funeral and told her husband, I'm paying for his funeral. And he goes, okay. He said, you loved him first. When she married Bill, and the first time I met him, he was blind. And he was just like, he said, y'all just coming up to me like I'm family. And I'm like, well, you're married to Aunt Vesta. Of course you're family. He goes, I just didn't expect that. Bingo.
Awesome.
Bingo. There you go.
Okay, we got Annie. We got Janice. We got Chris K.
And
we
Carmen.
got Carmen.
Any more? That's an almost full board.
Others?
Matio.
Oh, and Mateo.
Check those numbers
Got
out.
a lot. Awesome. All right. Oh, and Lacy.
Yep.
So the winner of all of tonight, let's see, we have
Congrats.
we have one, two. We have Annie, Mateo, Chris K, Janice, and Lacy. You all got 5 wins tonight.
Wow.
So congratulations to all the winners tonight. And we're going to call it a night. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys on Sunday, tomorrow night. I am painting Mary's painting that she won. And she won it Thursday night. And then I'll be live on my other channel on Tuesday night. Not sure what I'm doing. Thinking about doing resin. Haven't decided for sure. So we'll just wait and see. Yeah, you guys, thank you for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.